This ain't no clickbait. This ain't no fugazi. This is real. The government right now is going through a massive power struggle. And guess who's leading it? Yes, the conservatives are being like good mosquitoes for the liberals. They're just getting them from everywhere. But it's not just the conservatives. It's the NDP. Of all people, it's the NDP, which is nuts, because if this happens, I don't want a premature W, you know, I don't want to say good job, but let's just get some W's going in the chat, because this is good. And this is the NDP that's doing this. All right. Just posted on my X while we were live. Look at this. NDP leader Don Davies says that they will vote against the throne speech later today. If the CPC and the Bloc join forces, Carney will not have the confidence of the House. Parliament will have to be dissolved and another election will be called. This is insane. This is bananas what's going on, man. Oh my goodness. So you're seeing the NDP just really be annoying for the liberals. We're seeing a different shift right now. Okay, we didn't win the election. That sucks, right? That sucks that we didn't win the election. But what's going on now is still half decent. You've got the NDP. They're not happy with the liberals at all. And they're making it known to everybody. Even voting on the the summer budget, to have a budget delivered before they take off for the summer break. Like I said, you have unity from parties now. The NDP's joining in and going, we want a budget now. Are we going to see an early election? I don't know, man. But what I do know is all of the parties ain't happy with the liberals. This is really good. Now, is the NDP going to fail us the way that they did with Jagmeet Singh? Possibly. But we got some drama, and I'm here for it. This is exciting. Let's take a look now at the NDP leader. It's so weird to see not Jagmeet. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love that we don't see Jagmeet anymore. It makes my day. Cheers. I just got coffee, but cheers to everybody who's enjoying not Jagmeet Singh. Let's see what he's got to say. He just spoke live right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Bonjour tout le monde. Today, Donald Trump doubled tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum. This is a reckless move that will hurt workers and industry on both sides of the border. Today, I note that Labour, the FCM, and the Chambers of Commerce have called on this government to take meaningful action to protect jobs and the industry. Prime Minister Carney has announced before that he would allocate all of the monies from the countervailing tariffs to affected workers, and yet to date, we have not seen any meaningful announcement from this government to protect workers who will lose their jobs or Canadian industry. New Democrats are calling on this government to take a number of swift measures. First, we want them to bring in emergency reforms to the employment insurance program. Second, we want to make the use of Canadian steel mandatory in all government infrastructure projects and a centerpiece of the One Canada economy legislation. And third, we'd like to see tax incentives to private businesses to encourage them to use Canadian-made products. The second thing I want to announce today is that New Democrats met in caucus this morning, and we decided that we are going to be voting no to the throne speech. 1.2 million Canadians sent New Democrats to this Parliament to advocate for working families across this country. And yet, in this throne speech, we don't see those priorities reflected.
That's happening today. Ladies and gentlemen, do you guys know what voting against the throne speech is? That's a form of non-confidence. If you have a majority vote against the throne speech, they gotta do an election. No way! Oh my God! Put some W's down in the chat, man. Oh boy! Wow! This is crazy! Carney just got in, man! He might get out before summertime! Oh my goodness! Whew. My heart's beating so fast. Oh, man.
Millions of Canadians don't have access to an affordable home. They don't have access to timely health care, and they don't have access to the good family-sustaining jobs that they need. And yet the throne speech doesn't even mention the words health care. You won't even find those words in the throne speech.
You're right, buddy.
There is no mention of non-market housing, cooperative housing, or housing for Indigenous people, some of the most acute needs in this country when it comes to affordable housing.
You're right.
And it foreshadows $28 billion in cuts that will absolutely hurt working people across this country. So we will be voting no against the throne speech and making sure that the interests of working people across this country are reflected, and we'll continue to fight for those measures that we know that so many millions of Canadians and working families need in this country.
On tariffs,
Bro! Oh my goodness! Almost, yes, they say in Quebec. This is huge. This is huge. There's nothing that can happen between now and the throne speech that would prevent them from voting no. There's nothing. This is it. We're going to have, and now the Bloc needs to do it, and obviously the Conservatives are going to do it. And the Bloc has been very upset with how mismanaged everything has already been. You following? So we are very much on track to see a vote against the throne speech, which would trigger an election. Ladies and gentlemen, this is awesome. This is, who would have thunk today would be today's news, huh? Wow. Anyone else got goosebumps? Man, that coffee is hitting good.